All right. This should be a quick video. So let's look here. This is in student mode. So here's the 1-point perspective assignments. Now this one is open. When they close, they close. And they close on Friday around 5 o'clock usually. And then you can't get in them. So let's look. Here's the main folder. Open it. This folder right here is where you open this folder. See? Open this one. And you'll get a thing where you have to read about it and then submit it to me, okay? You'll view the instructions, and then you'll submit it in the assignment, and then I grade it and I make comments on it, okay? All right? Now there's two parts. There's this part. You submit this one to me. So you go in there after you do your drawing. Now, if you want to show me your artwork before the end of the week or sometime during the week, I'll give you advice on it. I'll say, oh, that looks really good, or wow, you need to work on this part or that part. It's not quite getting it. And I'll try to be as easy on it as I can, but if it's a 1-point perspective drawing and you're using multiple points, then it's not 1-point perspective. Or if it has some other requirement, it's not not getting it. Okay? So you have this part is submitted to me, and this part is submitting it to discussions. Okay? So you want to submit it to me, and you want to submit it to discussions. All right? Okay? Now, let's look again. Let's try it again. Okay, down here's this week's also. We're heading into 2 points. So here's the general overall folder. Open it up, and you will see there's 2 parts to it. There's this part. You do this, do the instructions, and then whatever it tells you to do, watch the video and look at the student examples, and then do what it asked you to do, okay, which is to draw on this one an apartment building in 2-point perspective. Once you get that done, you submit it in the assignment to me, okay? I will grade it. I will make comments. The comments I make on any of these assignment things are no one else can see them. I don't want other people to see the comments that I give you, whether they're good or whether they're constructive criticism on things you need to improve on. It's none of their business, okay? So their comments I make to you. So you have to do this part. Then after you get that part done, then you have this part down here. This is all the same assignment. There's 2 parts. Discussion board on each and every assignment is the lab. Now, in order for us to have this online course, you have to have a lab for it to get 3 credits for the course. You have a lab, and this lab lets you go in there and write about your work. So you write about your work. You write about other people's work. You can comment on their work. They can comment on your work. Do this a bunch of times with different people. Reach out to people. Comment positively on their work. I'm the only one allowed to negatively comment because people don't take well when students comment negatively on their work. But yeah, this is where you do your discussion part is right here. Okay. Now, there's 2 parts to each drawing assignment. There's the main folder, or there's this folder right here is a whole other folder. Now we're in 2-point perspective. That's more like high school work. So you submit to me. That's one. Open this up. When you do, you'll see you submit it to me. You can do it 3 times. And then you have to do this other thing. So you submit your drawing to me here, and you submit your drawing to me here as well. You do both. This is a lab. Okay? Now this whole thing, the way this course is set up, see how these folders open and close with these drop-down menus? That's pretty cool. This was designed, I've been doing this for a while, and I didn't design this blackboard. This was designed by an English teacher who's the head of the department who designed it for me to use the way it is with Blackboard Ultra. I'd been using regular Blackboard, but they said the way I was doing it wasn't quite up to par. And they had this new system called Blackboard Ultra. And they knew I wasn't familiar with it. So the head of one of the English departments, the head of the English department, I think it was, redesigned my course to use Blackboard Ultra with the drop-down folders. And I think they can confuse people because you Look, like right here, 50 buildings. Okay, so you got two parts. One, two. You have to submit to both. Okay. Now, once those deadlines pass, you can't do anything in them. But I think maybe me helping you, like this is open now. You can look at it with simple shapes. You'll have to go in here and view the instructions and then start working on it. Okay. It'll have the video and everything. Let's see. All right. There you are. Okay. So right here on this, you'll watch the video and then that can help. You're not getting that video and just the one part where you have the discussions at. So you're making it even harder for yourself. Here's the video, and then down here are student examples. See, and no AI, no digital anything. See the little faint guidelines? That's what I want to see. Going to one point. Make those objects look like they're sitting on a table and not floating above the table or look like stickers stuck to a wall. These are things that you want to do. All right. So, I mean, I think people should try to use the examples that students have done in the past to help their artwork. Like here, I'm opening this up. There's your two. Once you open them up, you get your two assignments. Now, maybe you're on some device like a phone that doesn't know how to open these up. Get another device. Use that. Also, when you're submitting pictures to me, submit pictures that aren't really dark. And try not to make pictures that are sideways. Okay, sent to me. I have to tilt my head to look at them, and that's kind of it's a bit much. Okay, so don't submit pictures sideways if you can help it, and don't make them too dark and blurry, and don't make them tiny. If you make them really tiny and I have to enlarge them, common sense. Everybody knows how to use a cell phone pretty much by now. Back in the Stone Age, when I was a young person, we didn't even have cell phones, but everybody's got a cell phone. I have a 7. It's not the best cell phone, but it takes pretty good pictures. Okay. And it's kind of almost obsolete. I used to have a flip phone. That was a long time ago. But anyway, there's two parts to every assignment. And so I want you to see this, and I want you to understand that you need to submit to me on both. Also, on discussion boards, make sure you post your picture so other people can see it. Don't just post your thoughts on other people's pictures. That's unfair. People want to see your thoughts with your picture. They want to be able to talk about your artwork. They want to be able to see it, of course, so don't make it sideways. Make it straight up and down, Don't make it too dark so they can't see it. Don't make it too tiny. Ask yourself what you would want to see. I want to see the picture pretty clear. You're only having to do 2 assignments a week. I release these on Sundays, and some people wait till Fridays to work on it. Why? I don't understand. Because listen, if you submit me artwork right up near the deadline, I can't I can't really have time to get it back to you and you change it. That's unfair to you because you don't have time to change it. You're telling me, oh, I've got such a busy schedule. It's so rough on me to get everything done on Friday. Well, I released these on Sunday. There's only 2 of them. You could have done them on Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday night or something and then email me some artwork to look at. I'll tell you if I think there's something wrong with it or if it's just fantastic. I'll tell you that too. And if I tell you, hey, that's pretty good, keep working on it. Email it to me, message it to me. Don't put it in an assignment just yet because I have to put a grade in it to get it to you. Then you might be offended because I gave it a C or D. And you're like, why did you do that? Well, it didn't look finished. Maybe it is finished. Maybe it's really good. And you trust your own judgment. That's great. But if you don't, you can always email or message it to me during the week. But if you wait till Friday to do this, That's not going to work too good because it's rough on you to get it done. And then you're pressed with your other work. Some people try to submit these artworks like right at 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday, right at 5 p.m. This is not a brick and mortar classroom. You're not leaving out the door when the bell rings and giving me the piece of paper. At 5 o'clock, that is a cutoff time. Your artwork will not get in there. So, Mr. Withers, what can we do it afterward, like in the next couple of days? Not really, because here's the thing. I want other students to see your artwork. Now, I mean, there could be some situation I'd have to understand. But for the most part, I want other people to see your artwork. So you need to get that first part in, the part right here. Let's say it's like an assignment right here. That's the first part. Here's the discussion part. Discussions are always due the next day at the end of the day at 5 p.m. That gives you plenty of time. Most students get 3 of 3 in before Friday because they write about their own artwork. Use elements and principles. There's a whole bunch of them. And I kind of get tired of seeing, I love this, I love that, blah, 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 blah. I want to see the lines in this are, the shapes in this are, the space in this is, and it could be total gibberish, but you could take a stab at it. I've listed the elements, and I'm asking you, can you put them in the discussion part where you talk about other students' artwork? Please, instead of just the I love this, I like that. It'll give you more to write about. And even if it's kind of gibberish, I'll go, well, look, they're taking a stab at it. I need to give them credit for it. So you write about your own artwork, you write about other people's artwork, and do it positively. And write enough so that my little AI bot reads for substantive writing. So if you write a sentence, it's going to go, huh? I do know that when you use big words, it likes that, like the elements and principles words, because those are all big words. Okay? So write 3 sentences. Don't make grocery lists. It doesn't know what those are. All right? And also, I have another bot that reads for grade level. And I think that part of it is to see if somebody's just used an AI. Like, I've seen some students do that where it looks so formal. The way it's written, it doesn't look like it was written by a human being. So, write your own descriptions about other people's artwork. It's not asking that much, okay? Also, make sure that when you submit artwork, you submit it into me, and then you submit it to the discussion board too. You have to do 2 parts. This is the lab. The way we get to do this is we have a lab. Like I said, I did not design this that way, but I was told I had to have a lab for this to be online. A lot of courses have labs. This is the way this is set up. It allows me to do this, okay? And that is the biggest part of it, is you get your work in on time. Okay, I think we got it all covered. Any questions, you can always email me.